Hey guys, this video is going to be about if you should fly to the country and get a job teaching in Asia or wherever versus if you should stay in the country. But I'm going to really focus on why you should actually go there and get a job. It's not always best, but the only thing I think about right now off the top of my head is in Korea. Like teaching Korea, they're going to pay for your ticket to go there, and they'll pay up front for it to get you there. So that sounds good. So financially, it's practical to do that in Korea. However, now I'm going to tell you all the benefits that come with when you do this, when you fly there. I did that in every single place that I taught. 3 countries. In China, I did that. In Taiwan, I did that. And in Korea, I did that. So here's why. Number one, you're going to be able to go there and just kind of test it out, feel it out before you're really committed to any job at all. You can see how much you like the country, see how much you like the culture. It's a little bit more flexible and easier to adapt that way. Number two, it's a better way to get a job because you can actually go there, you can see the school that you're going to be applying to. You can interview with the school in person. It's better for negotiation. And what else? Number 3, you're going to be able to, being there in front of the school is going to be better for the school. Meaning that the school is going to prefer a teacher who's standing there in front of them versus someone online that they haven't met, that's in another country, you know? So, the only way that it's really not it's the only way that it could be a disadvantage is financially. It's going to cost you more money to get there, to get started. But in most countries, you're going to have to do that anyways. You're going to have to pay for your flight, like even in China, they offer a reimbursement that comes at the end of the year. So it's not all schools, but many schools in China will do that. But that's pretty much it. Like in Korea, they'll pay up front. Maybe in some Middle Eastern countries, you might get some. I'm not familiar with that area, so I'm not going to go into it. But pretty much most countries, they're not going to pay for your stuff there anyways. So even though you may get some sort of sense of security, and that's what it's about really, it's like security, why you may want to get a job lined up ahead of time. But it's not as practical as it seems, and I think it's way more practical to go there and look for the reasons I just told you. You can feel it out, you can suss it out, you're in a better position to negotiate, to find a school that you're interested in working with, a good school. You can talk to the teachers there in the school, and of course, like I made another video about that. If they don't want you to do that, then yeah, I wouldn't recommend that job. It's more practical, you know. You're just there. It's more real life versus doing it blind. And doing it blind, you can also talk to the teachers through email and stuff to find out about the school. So it's possible, yet if you're there, it's a lot easier, you know. And yeah, really the only disadvantages are money, I'd say. It's going to cost you more. Another thing could be stress. If you're not prepared and you don't know what you're going to have to do, like if you didn't do your research about the visa situation and stuff, it could be stressful. But so could starting any new job. Even if you get it ahead of time, it can be stressful. So basically, in a lot of countries, you have to do a visa run. If you do it that way, if you show up on a tourist visa, you're going to have to do a visa run. Depending on the country, after you find a job, you'll have to change that visa, whatever visa you have, a tourist visa, to the appropriate work visa, which usually means you go to another country, nearby country, for a few days to apply for the visa, and then you come back. So that's an expense. In Asia, it could be a couple $100 to do that. But it depends on the country. Like in Japan, I understand now you don't have to do that anymore. It's possible to change a tourist visa in the country to a humanities or a work visa for teaching English. So, but other countries, you would have to do that. Like in Korea, like I would go to Japan to take a boat to Japan, or the hydrofoil to Japan, and get the visa changed and stuff. And a lot of times, like in Korea, schools will pay for that. So, wouldn't have to worry about that. It can depend on the school though, but in my experience in Korea, schools paid for that. In China, you'd have to go to like Hong Kong, or you could go to like Korea, Taiwan, or whatever's cheaper, basically, and change the visa. Some schools in Taiwan or in China would ask you to do that anyways. Like they say they want you to come over on a tourist visa and change it because of time or whatever, which often can be true. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're like they're scamming you or something like that. Like I read some people say online that you have to enter China on a Z visa. Not exactly. You can enter China on any single visa you want, but to teach English legally, you need to have a Z visa usually. So then you might have to leave the country again to process that. And Taiwan, similar. Like you could show up there and just get a tourist visa. And most of these places, it depends too. Like if you to China, if you're an American and you want to teach English in China, you're gonna have to pay money for a visa. Which this is not such a good. Everybody has to pay money for a visa to get it in China. But if you're an American, you got to pay a lot more money than anybody else from any other country has to pay. Like 130, 140 bucks or something for each visa. So other people from other countries pay like 20 bucks. So it's a lot better. China's a lot better for foreign teachers from other countries than it is for Americans. U.S. citizens, that is. And so I don't know if I'm starting to ramble here, but that's pretty much the situation. I don't know the situation for all countries, but really you're just better off going there. Don't be chicken. Don't be too... I mean, if you want to get a job ahead of time in your own country, you can do that. Like, you can do that, all right? If that sounds better to you, then maybe you should do that. But I would consider at least going there and doing it, because all the advantages I just told you about. You know, just do your research ahead of time so you know what you're getting into and what you'll have to do. Like, you know, look down the road. What am I gonna have to do to, you know, get the job, get the visa, and everything lined up. You know. Yeah. The other thing, you can see the housing too. Like if the school provides housing, if you're there, you can see it. You can also do that through the email if you request photos and stuff. But always being there, it's easier. The communication's better. It's more direct versus, you know, indirect communication online. When, you know, if it's a recruiter or if it's a school, they're looking for whatever appeals to them online, and it's just different when you deal with someone in person. You know, it's live, it's real. You know. So I don't know if anything else I could cover about that, but for right now, that's what I got to give you, to offer you. Go there. I think it's best off most of the time. It will work out. Don't worry about it. I got a job every single time I did that. I just did my research. If you're really committed to being in any place, like you think, I want to be in Seoul, Korea, okay, well, if you actually go to Seoul, Korea, and granted you have all your paperwork lined up and stuff, you go there, your chances of getting a job in Seoul, Korea will be way higher than if you sit here in front of your computer at home trying to get a job. I can't find a job in Seoul, so difficult, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well then maybe you actually buy a ticket there, get everything lined up, go there and look, and I bet you'll have way more luck. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.